Hi y'all. Cook it. Hello to everyone. I think we all know Barbie the movie, which is a great movie by the way. I liked it a lot. And I think it has a pretty good message, like be yourself, and also the power of saying I'm sorry. At least for me, that's what I saw. And I'm here to discuss why I think Ryan Gosling really deserved the Oscar, because I've seen some people reviewing the movie, especially girls. Well, I saw a girl, okay? I only saw one review. That's the truth. And this girl was saying something like how the movie was about women and not Ken. She saw reviews from men, and they were saying how bad the movie portrayed men in general. The point is, in response to that, she said, the movie is about women, it's about Barbie, it's about girls growing up playing with Barbies and how good it felt, and like this kind of mini world that you create when you're a little girl. And that's why she said, okay, it's about women, it's not about Ken, like stop complaining about how they portray Ken. I don't think so. I have to disagree. Ken is important during the movie, and not only in the movie, also in our lives when we were kids, when we, the little girls and boys, because for sure there was some boy playing with Barbies, were playing with these dolls. Like Ken was important. Like, do you remember how all of our dolls had to be lesbians because there was no Ken? I don't know about y'all, but when I was a little girl, I was a pretty shy kid and like modest. So anything that was like something that you shouldn't do, I would feel the worst when something like I shouldn't be doing, saying, or thinking, even thinking, was like manifested. So yeah, the fact that all my dolls had to be lesbians, it was hard, but it was hard. But actually, my dolls were lesbians till like a friend of my mom brought me his little son's action man because he wasn't playing with him anymore, and as I didn't have Kens, well, that was my kind of Ken action man. That's why I like manly man. Personally, I've always thought that Ken is important, not only because either way my Barbies would have been lesbian, which they were for a period of time, but also because it was fun having a man there, you know? I know it was all about being what you really want to be, like the freedom that that game gave us was amazing. The fact that you could be a model, you could be a politician, you could be a judge, that felt great. And I remember those times, but I also remember wanting to have some Kens and some friends to enjoy more the experience. Well, another point is I'm Just Ken. Mind-blowing song, like a hit, a banger. When I was watching the movie and that song came out, I got goosebumps. Listen, and this is what I want to address. Ryan Gosling is such a great actor. How he made me feel while watching the movie, he was born to play that role. It was perfect, but it's just the power of his expressions and dances, and also his physique. I think that's what acting is about. And then there's Margot Robbie. And here's the thing, is she a good actress? Of course, either way she wouldn't be where she is right now, right? But here's the big but. If Ryan Gosling wouldn't have been Ken, then Margot Robbie would have shined, right? But that wasn't the case. Ryan Gosling made it excellent. You can just come here and say, okay, Margot Robbie deserved the Oscar, because I've seen people saying, how is Ryan Gosling going to win the award if Margot Robbie wasn't even nominated, or like if Margot Robbie didn't receive the award? What? What? And it's not only the fact that Ryan Gosling deserved the Oscar for his work on the movie, for how he has proven he is worth it. It's a deeper thing. It's the fact that people is lacking critical thinking. Because you can say, just because she is the main character and a woman and the movie is kind of feminist, Ryan Gosling can't win the award. Like, how does that make sense? Right? Am I crazy? Like, I've seen people saying that because you're not a white man, you should have more because you have less, or you are less visible, or you are less popular, you are more oppressed, etc. And there's this kind of concept nowadays that you have to favor those who are less visible, more oppressed, etc. So they have the chance to achieve the same as a white man. But it's like, if we're all supposed to be the same, why are we doing that? I know there's this kind of logic in which they all say, okay, but they have less, they are less visible, they have less place, less visibility, they occupy less, so we have to make them have more value. And that's not okay. I don't think that's right. If you have to reach something in your life, an award, if you have to be more visible, you're gonna make it. If you're a woman, a man, black, white, gay or not. And I know there's gonna be people like, okay, but we have to help the people because blah blah blah. Listen, for me that's not true. For me, when I see Queen being one of the biggest bands around the world, all your argument goes down. I can see how is gay people disfavored. Nowadays, I understand it's not the same, but we are different, that's the thing. So as I was saying, there's this tendency of making women be more visible and favor them just because they are not men, and supposedly men have it all and have everything easier. But this is my point. If we favor women over men, how's that supposed to work? Because there's this barometer, right? And we have to use it the right way. Because if we just elevate women because they are not men, that's not fair. And like, if you favor a woman over a man just because she is a woman, where is the value on our actions? Where's the real value of what we did? Or lack of value? We shouldn't compete, we shouldn't divide. We should work together and work with the same conditions. So, a man struggles to win an award, and a man works hard to win an award. A woman should struggle the same to accomplish such a great thing. And we should have a barometer with the same level of struggle as men. because we are like, you know, we are not completely the same. Of course, we're different, but for that kind of things, I don't understand why we have to favor women. I don't want to reach a point in my life where I feel like I have an advantage over someone that worked as hard as me. I'm not saying this is the case for everything, okay? I know there's women that work hard, like a lot. But this tendency I'm starting to see each time more and more, I'm really not liking that. It makes me feel like, you know, when you're watching over a child and you have to cherish him and make the child like do small things and to make him feel great just because he did such a regular thing that you could have done. Like, for you is a regular thing, right? But for the child it's just like, wow. That's kind of the feeling that it gives me, and it's not good because women and men are both adults. So, like, for real, taking away that value of the hard work of women is gonna lead to women making less efforts and women downgrading their job and their work, because it's not gonna be as hard. You're not gonna have to make that big effort. And listen, reaching limits is really good for development. So that's why I really thought I had to make this video, because as I said, I saw a lot of people saying this premise, like, yeah, how is Ryan Gosling going to win the award? It was obvious he was not, because Margot Robbie didn't, wasn't nominated and wasn't going to win the award. Why? Ryan Gosling definitely deserved the award. Like, definitely. I know it was Robert Downey Jr. who got it for Best Actor, which I haven't watched Oppenheimer. My boyfriend did, and he said, yeah, if Ryan Gosling doesn't win the award, like, Robert Downey Jr. is a good option, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but I was mad. I was still mad because I really wanted Ryan Gosling to win that award. I really thought he deserved it. And I haven't seen Robert Downey Jr. in that movie. He's great though. He probably deserved it too. But not as much as Ryan Gosling on that movie, like, for real. In fact, like, this last 5 years of my life watching movies, most movies make me cringe and like uncomfortable because the acting is too bad and trashy. Michelle Pfeiffer, okay? Anyways, I like some of the outfits Margot Robbie wore for like Barbie premieres and all that. Not all of them, honestly, because there was some outfits that were like, okay, like there's some outfits of Barbie. Fight mode. There's some outfits on Barbie that are good, okay, but there's other ones that are not that much. And like, we are in 2024. The movie was in 2023, I think, right? Yeah. And they could have made some like outfits inspired on Barbie and not like the literal Barbie outfit, and like be more creative and explore. But anyways, I respect what they did, for real. Even though it seems I don't, I do. I didn't like either the Oscar choices. Like, too much Oppenheimer. There was movies that like were kind of okay, like, what are you doing here? Ariana, what are you doing here? Like, I'm not an expert. I don't pretend to be one. It's okay, I'm just giving my opinion. I hope you liked it and you understand what I'm trying to say. It's just my opinion. And I have to say, because I don't want to feel like trapped in a world in which everyone has to think the same to not be cancelled or like bullied on the internet. So yes, Again, I hope you liked it and have a nice day. Do 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 do. Lots of kisses.